that down, let's move on to this. So, Ahsoka is a series that I did not think was very good. I put it on the same level as Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Not terrible. Both had some good episodes and a lot of some very weird decisions and stuff like that. And if I had $1 for every time in Ahsoka, we saw Ahsoka do this, I would be a very rich man. If you guys haven't seen the honest trailers for the Ahsoka series, it was actually pretty funny. Anyway, Arm Crossing, the series. But, again, I put it about on the same level as Obi-Wan. Now, the great thing about the Ahsoka series was that its opening episode had some pretty good numbers, much like Obi-Wan's opening numbers did. Unfortunately, for it and a lot of other Lucasfilm shows and Disney Plus shows, despite big numbers in the opening, the numbers started to drop as it went down. And ultimately, the series wasn't that good. Now, they've been talking about doing a second season. And again, I think the only reason they're even looking at giving it a second season is because Ahsoka is Dave Filoni's pet project. Kind of like how when John Lasseter was still at Pixar, Cars was his pet project.
Right.
But Ahsoka, for whatever reason, is Dave Filoni's favorite pet. Of all of his characters that he's created and all of his pet characters that he's created, Ahsoka is his favorite pet. So seeing as he's the chief creative officer there now, if he wants to get a second one, they'll probably do a second one. But it's sounding like, while they're still saying they're going to do a season 2, that's probably going to be it. That's as much leeway as they're going to give him. The folks over at The Direct wrote the following, as I get down to it here. It says this. Where'd it go? I lost it.
Oh, no.
Let's just pick it from here. Where'd it go? I'll just pick it up from the beginning because I lost my spot. Ahsoka Disney Plus story may be wrapping up sooner than expected, says Direct. According to Scooper Daniel Richtman, Lucasfilm is planning a fitting conclusion for Ahsoka Season 2 in case it isn't renewed for a third season. If so, Star Wars fans should expect answers and reunions in the Season 2 finale instead of further cliffhangers and surprises. It's still important to note that Star Wars hasn't canceled Ahsoka yet, as a Season 3 is possible. All right. I'm going to go out on record and say this. I still don't think Season 2 is going to happen. I think that it's all well and good that maybe Kathleen Kennedy and Dave Filoni want to do Season 2.
Mm-hmm.
I still think there's a chance. By the way, I have no insider information on this. This is just me as a random fan speculating, okay? Just be clear, random fan speculating. But my random fan speculation is that I don't know if Bob Iger's going to let him do it.
Yeah, we had speculation there was going to be an Obi-Wan Season 2 as well.
Yeah.
I kind of feel the same way. It's like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think when you look at what it costs to make versus the returns, the fact that it had declining viewership, all that kind of stuff, I think there's going to be a small and very vocal, loyal fan base that will probably want it. But guys, there's also a massive online petition to get an Acolyte Season 2.
I know.
Who in their right mind wants an Acolyte Season 2? Actually, you know what? All art is subjective. If you liked Acolyte, good on you. I did not, but if you did, that's fine. I'm just saying, I still think there's a very good shot here that Season 2 doesn't even happen. Again, no insider information, just a random nobody fan with some random nobody speculation on my part. But if it does, it sounds like they've already given them the word, okay, we'll let you do one more. We'll let you do one more. So tie it up. Don't leave it open-ended. Don't do any of this kind of stuff. But again, and I'm a little bit surprised by it because Obi-Wan had bigger numbers. And it seems like chat of an Obi-Wan Season 2 have kind of quietly gone away.
Yeah.
You don't really hear any speculation about an Obi-Wan Season 2 coming out either. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if they do it, they do it. It's funny because the Ahsoka character is a character that for a long time I completely hated.
Right.
And then the Rebels series came along,
Loved
and I
her in
thought
Rebels.
I loved her in Rebels.
Yeah.
I thought they did such a great job with the
because
Ahsoka.
they got rid of the whole Sky Guy thing, and I don't know.
But even as she got older in the Rebels series, I found her annoying as fuck, to be honest with you. But when they started using her in Rebels, which is also a Dave Filoni show, I really liked the way they used the character. And then when Rosario Dawson popped up,
Right.
playing her in Mandalorian.
When she popped up on that, oh dude, I love that scene.
I'm
in
like,
the
you know
forest.
what? I'm on board.
Yeah.
This is great. I loved her in that. And again, I didn't hate the Acolyte or the Ahsoka series. I thought it had its moments. I thought it had some good. I mean, obviously Ray Stevenson.
Sure.
Ray Stevenson stole that show. It's so sad.
Unfortunately they had some Obi-Wan moments though, where it was like, that doesn't make any sense. You're just gonna let them on your starship?
Yeah, I don't even get me. The logic holes in the Ahsoka series.
Ugh,
Oh my God, don't even get me going. I mean, they weren't as bad as the Acolyte.
No, but it was Obi-Wan level where it's like, oh, well, just have the girl hide in my trench coat and we'll walk through this TIE fighter bay.
Don't even get me going on that. So look, I think this. Like I said, I think there's a small and very vocal and very passionate and very loyal fan base for the Ahsoka series. And I hope for their sake that this does get done. I don't think it will, but I hope it gets done. And if they do, I hope they can bring it to a nice closing conclusion and all that kind of stuff. Who knows? Maybe, I mean, no, I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
I will say,
I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
I'll put up a bit of a like alternate like argument. This would be a good test of the new regime going forward out of the paycheck era and show running it and looking at quality over quantity. This could be a telltale thing of like, this is no longer your like Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, and Acolyte. This is like, this season 2 is a step up. So if they do it, it would be proof that the new regime is working.
See, my thing is this. I think if they do it, it's only going to be in deference to Dave Filoni. Honestly, I don't think there's any other logical reason to do a season 2 other than it's Dave Filoni's and he wants to do it. Like, honestly. And listen, if they can get back on track, and if they can like capture in Ahsoka season 2 some of what they had in Mandalorian and Rebels and stuff like that, if they can do that, then it could be, listen, there's the potential there for an Ahsoka series, notwithstanding season 1. But there's potential there for an Ahsoka series to be really good if they just do it much better than they did in season 1. There's potential there. There's some really good potential. So let's see what happens. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, The Perfect Jean. So the colder season is here, and guess what? I am living in the perfect jean. These jeans are super stretchy, soft, and totally trick people into thinking I've got my life together. And I'm telling you this because I actually love them. These are absolutely, no questions asked, my favorite jeans that I have ever owned. And yes, the folks over at The Perfect Jean are paying me to say that, but it's still absolutely true. These are my favorite jeans ever. These jeans have enough stretch to accommodate Thanksgiving dinner and are comfy enough to wear all day watching Sunday football. Plus, even though they feel like sweatpants, they look good enough to be your go-to pants for date night. And listen, the Perfect Jean isn't even just pants. They've revolutionized t-shirts as well. The Perfect Tee has just enough stretch to hide that beer belly while accentuating your arms and chest for that flawless look. My guys, it's finally time to stop crushing your balls in uncomfortable jeans by going to theperfectjean.nyc. Our listeners get 15% off your first order, plus free shipping, free returns, and free exchanges when you use the code CAMPEA at checkout. That's 15% off for new customers at theperfectjean.nyc with the promo code CAMPEA. And after you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support the John Campea Show and tell them we sent you. F your khakis and get the perfect jean. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Reports are going out there right now that they're going to be prepping Ahsoka season 2. I don't even think it's going to happen, but they're saying it is, that they're prepping it to be a final conclusion. Whatever you guys think about that, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show Podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.